In the quaint, isolated town of Ravens Hollow, nestled deep within the Appalachian Mountains, stood the infamous Whispering Pines estate. The mansion had been abandoned for decades, its once grand facade now marred by time and neglect. Rumors of supernatural occurrences and unexplained disappearances had long kept the locals away. But for a group of thrill-seeking strangers, the estate's dark reputation was an irresistible lure. Dr. Alexander Thorne, the eccentric millionaire who owned the estate, had invited 5 strangers to spend a night in the haunted house. The catch? Each guest would receive $1 million if they survived the night. The guests were a motley crew: a psychic named Cassandra, a skeptical journalist named Michael, a former soldier turned security expert named Lucas, a paranormal investigator named Emily, and a mysterious woman named Victoria, who claimed to have no memory of her past. As the sun set, casting long, ominous shadows across the estate's grounds, the guests arrived. Dr. Thorne greeted them with a chilling smile, his eyes gleaming with a mix of excitement and malice. "Welcome to Whispering Pines Estate," he said, his voice echoing through the grand foyer. "I trust you will find your stay enlightening." The guests were led to their rooms, each one more opulent and eerie than the last. Cassandra felt a cold chill run down her spine as she entered her room, the air thick with an unseen presence. Michael, ever the skeptic, scoffed at the idea of ghosts but couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Lucas, with his military training, remained vigilant, his eyes scanning every corner for potential threats. Emily set up her equipment, eager to capture any paranormal activity. Victoria, meanwhile, seemed strangely detached, her eyes distant and her movements mechanical. As the night wore on, strange occurrences began to unfold. Doors slammed shut on their own, whispers echoed through the halls, and shadows darted across the walls. Cassandra's psychic abilities were in overdrive, her mind bombarded with visions of past horrors. Michael's skepticism began to waver as he witnessed inexplicable phenomena. Lucas's training kicked in, but even he couldn't explain the chilling sensations that gripped him. Emily's equipment picked up eerie voices and spectral figures, while Victoria remained eerily calm, her memory seemingly returning in fragments. In the dead of night, the guests gathered in the estate's grand library, seeking solace in each other's company. Dr. Thorne joined them, his eyes gleaming with a sinister light. "I must confess," he said, his voice dripping with malice, "the estate has a way of revealing its secrets to those who dare to listen." As he spoke, the room grew colder, and the air thickened with an unseen presence. Suddenly, the chandelier above them began to sway, its crystals clinking ominously. The guests looked up in horror as the chandelier crashed to the floor, shattering into a million pieces. In the chaos, Victoria's memory returned in full force. She remembered everything: her past, her connection to the estate, and the dark secret that Dr. Thorne had been hiding. Victoria revealed that she was the sole survivor of a previous group of guests who had been lured to the estate by Dr. Thorne. The others had been sacrificed in a ritual to harness the estate's dark energy, and Victoria had been spared to serve as a vessel for the spirits trapped within its walls. Dr. Thorne had planned to use the guests' fear and desperation to fuel his own power, but Victoria's return had disrupted his plans. With newfound determination, the guests banded together to confront Dr. Thorne. They navigated the estate's treacherous halls, facing their deepest fears and the vengeful spirits that haunted the house. Cassandra used her psychic abilities to guide them. Michael documented their journey. Lucas protected them with his military prowess, and Emily captured the paranormal activity, hoping to expose Dr. Thorne's true intentions. In the estate's hidden chamber, they found Dr. Thorne performing a dark ritual. With Victoria's help, they disrupted the ritual and banished the spirits, freeing the estate from its curse. Dr. Thorne, defeated and exposed, was left to face the consequences of his actions. As the sun rose, casting a warm glow over the estate, the guests emerged from the house forever changed by their experience. They had survived the night and uncovered the truth behind Whispering Pines Estate's dark legacy. Each of them received their $1 million, but the true reward was the knowledge that they had faced their fears and triumphed over the supernatural.